My name is Dennis Matthews. I was a E5 sergeant in the U.S. Army, which after those enlistment, I went into the California National Guard, which I was a member of the 1st of the 18th Cav Recon Platoon, which was then redesignated as the 160th Infantry Detachment, LARSU, which was airborne and under Special Ops. My family's kind of pushed me into doing this. It's about benefits. June 8th, 1988, I was injured severely on a parachute jump while on annual training in the California National Guard on federal active duty on their annual training, AT, in the state of California at Camp Roberts. On the parachuting jump from a CH-47 at 3,000 feet, I hit the ground severely. It was due to heat, excess equipment, and everything. Just doing my job, just one of the hazards of my chosen profession. But on that day, I have here several letters and documentation going back this 29 years, this June, of people that were there. One of them states, in fact, several of them state, I hit the ground with such force that I bounced 3 feet in the air. They heard nothing but wind being knocked out of me and a large cracking sound, which they described like someone cracking their knuckles. And I also left a divot into the earth, they said, which was about almost a foot deep. I was transported to an ambulance, which was on the drop zone, taking under a tree where what I was told a surgeon was there. Came to find out later he was an orthopedic doctor who injected my spine with a painkiller or something like that. I was then taken out of the ambulance with our medic, placed on a stretcher, and left under a tree for 6 hours. Once I awoke, it was gather up all my gear, which is over 90 pounds, and carry it to our rally point where the rest of the platoon was, about 3 miles away. Okay. I was then asked for sick call, told I could not receive it. I was giving painkillers and remained in the field for the next week and a half, where I basically was drugged up until I came home. I tried to go on sick call, but they do it every month. 3 months went by, nothing. Finally, I was fighting. I found a lawyer and everything. I've written letters to, you can see right here, Grace Napolitano, whoever is worthless, and this goes back 15 years ago, for help. Nothing. I also wrote to the state adjutant. Nothing. The Department of Labor. Nothing. To the VA administration in Washington. Nothing has happened. I've been fighting this case, like I said, 29 years. I have here from my lawyer is, well, for one, saying he will take my case and what will go on and so forth for there. I did eventually win my case with a declaration of lifetime medical. I had a choice, a lot of money or lifetime medical. I took lifetime medical forever and was what I thought a smart decision at that time. The U.S. government 1 year later rewrote the laws and took away lifetime medical. Now I have nothing with major injuries. I did have a back fusion in 2010 and a neck fusion in 2012. But the whole time my spine doctor told me as I get older, it's going to get worse. It's going to go up your spine, down your spine. My entire spinal cord has compression fractures on it. I also jammed my hips, knees, and ankles. But the brilliancy of the medical board wrote legs. And when I'm fighting my claim to this day, the doctors say there is no such extremities known as legs. So I have no benefits on that. Think about it. You're hanging from a parachute. The first thing that hits your ground is the feet, shin, thighs, hips, back, head. Everything else is covered. But because they wrote legs, I lost out on that. Now that I'm 55, I got arthritis. My vertebrae are twisting. I'm in severe pain down both legs, burning sensation, both arms. I can barely even tilt my head to go inside of my vehicle. But to move forward, how great the state of California is I've been begging my doctor for painkillers. He wrote me a prescription, said, yes, you do need them. All your MRIs and everything prove what you're saying. March 31st, okay, 2016, 8:30 a.m., he wrote a prescription for me for Norco. Okay, I was waiting. I received those pills December 1st, 2016. Here's the prescription. 9 months later. Typical. This is how workers' comp is in the state of California for Army veterans. And I'm sure it's the same for Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, everyone, reservists. This is ridiculous. I even had from a different doctor injections in my neck for pain. They over-medicated me. I called the doctor. They said they never treated me, but I was still wearing the wristband from that surgery. I had all the documentation when I was in the hospital. They said they never met me. I contacted my lawyer. He mentioned malpractice. Oh, now they remember me. I went to find a doctor. I went through 35 workers' comp doctor. Everyone said, nope, we won't take you, an existing case. So here I am, disabled, can't work, been out of work since 2010. Now I'm too old to even get a job. Can't get medical, can barely walk. My family does their thing. I'm stuck at home. I hope this does go to our former president and commander-in-chief of our military forces. Because even just 2 years ago, when I contacted the head of the VA from the East Coast, who was at a post meeting that I was sitting in there, and told him, and he goes, I got your card. I understand. I'll give you a call. Still waiting for your call, dude. I guess you're a liar like the rest of them. Well, that's where I am. I want to see where we're going to go because this is only part of the 29 years of medical treatment, trying to get therapy, trying to get medication. I asked for an abdominal belt. This is what they sent me. It lasted a week and fell apart. I called the therapeutic people, physical therapy. They said, we don't care. It's been paid for. Tough. You don't get another one till next year. So the other thing is all the side effects. Hernias, medication. They just want to pump you up. I lost my pancreas. I got problems with my pancreas because of the drugs. They've taken out my gallbladder. 5 major hernias from the surgeries, which they say are in my mind and they don't exist. I can show you that, but it might gross you out. But that's my view. Have a great day. Bye.